So it's the end of the 2023 year.
What do you mean?
It's
New
Year's Eve.
It was the end of the year.
Yeah. So we have a whole new year.
So you want to talk about the Dave Chappelle special, right?
But we have a whole new year of car news ahead of us.
Yes.
So nothing left to do but to crank over those engines, gearheads, because 'tis none other than us, the Lugnutz podcast.
That was the spring. Lots of springs in this one. Recorded December 31st. Happy New Year, gang. Ford will follow ZDX. What's in the future for Mazda? Peugeot, Lambo, and concept cars from 2023. That and more. Thank you for joining us. Hope you have a new year as well.
Enjoy the show. Drive on Lugnutz.
Right on over here. Facebook.com/Lugnutz podcast. That's where you're going to find all of our juicy promos for our videos. But if you want to find the full episode, you're going to hop on over to pjandwh.com. And that's where you're going to find all of our glorious and polished content. A lot like that Mark McKenna podcast that we released just before this one. Man, that was awesome. And the response has been great to it. Thank you for Mark for being on the show. And he wants to be on again. So, I mean, nothing else to do but to go over to our first story.
Ford. So it turns out going straight EV is really difficult.
You don't say.
Yeah, especially with, like we talked about last week, was it? Tesla dominating the market.
Yeah.
Ford struggles to shift like the rest of the industry, like Toyota in prior weeks, to EVs. So they're going to lean full into the hybrid because they can do that.
Okay.
You know, gradual steps.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta walk, you gotta crawl before you can outrun Usain Bolt.
Yeah. You do have to crawl before you
What's
can.
His name? Usain?
Usain Bolt. Usain. Yeah.
I probably said it.
Usain, I sane, we all sane.
Well, we all sane that not going to change its strategy rather than the pace of EVs, said the president. I ad-libbed.
So they're not going to run, they're going to crawl.
A lot of the legacy automakers are struggling in the EV market. Launch products that are not competitive on price, range, features. The one, what was it, the Fiat I was making fun of?
Yeah,
last week.
Yeah.
About it only has it's got a 200-kilometer range, which is
like
136
miles.
30-some miles.
Yeah, and it was ridiculous.
It's really...
I wasn't as
kilometers.
outraged as I should have been in that kind of release. I mean, this is what you're bringing to fucking North America is this absolutely pussy car. I mean, we already make fun of you as it is. Don't you want to be popular over here? Or is it just Europe?
Well, at least their cars aren't this next story. Oh. Here it is, Chevy Blazer. We've all been waiting for it, right? Chevy's having a full stop because of problems. There's so many problems, they can't sell it anymore.
Okay. That's fine. You don't have to.
It has, according to Edmunds, the single longest list of major flaws in any new car ever.
And it looks ugly and nothing like a Blazer.
Yeah, it
looks like a RAV4 or an HRV. You know what I mean? It looks like you're trying to make a Honda.
Doesn't look.
You know what I mean? Look at that.
Enough.
That doesn't look like a Blazer.
Did they even look at the other Blazer and try to make it look like it with that little? I hated that little half window on the tube, but there's no stupid ass half window. Like-
What about that front end says Blazer to you?
No, the previous design elements seem to be incorporated, from what I can tell, into the. It's an SUV. Okay, it has a steering wheel, couple doors.
No buttons.
I wouldn't go with that.
Like we were
color
bitching about
interior,
last
but
week because
It does. No, look, there's
people
some.
don't want buttons.
Oh, yeah, there
Or
are no
people want
buttons.
buttons, and there
Couple
are no
on the
buttons.
bottom, and there's no buttons.
Well, that's you got your vents, and then
those events.
like
Those are
four four presets.
pre-programmed.
Yeah, and then good luck.
a bunch of scroll.
You got. It looks
wheels
like you have
for
a volume
menus.
button though, right there,
Maybe.
or it's just a power button. Like push that, dummy. I don't know. I mean, still doesn't look like a Blazer.
Well, the press vehicle they had died after 28 hours.
Oh,
So they took the photos clearly when it was working.
yeah.
But look, a lot of different menus.
Oh look, there's the buttons. Your aircon is
All right,
actual
the
physical
aircon
buttons.
has physical buttons, but
That's nice.
everything else.
But you know what? They probably sell that whole thing as a fucking unit, and it's like $7,000.
Probably. If you ordered a Blazer, GM owners will be getting a letter.
And cup holders.
Like the Cadillac Lyricoy, GMC, the Hummer also have a bunch of gremlins.
Mhm.
So it's probably
Mhm.
good that they crawl
Mhm.
before they can sprint.
Yeah.
Because this didn't happen to the latest Tesla, right? The longest list ever.
It's the
that's-
longest list ever is a bit
that's a lot.
much. You know, that you didn't do any homework, I feel. And you didn't even look at the previous car. You know what I mean? The previous car was just like, we're calling this a Blazer.
You know, if you did I'm not an SUV person, as you all know, but if you did a really good, the Blazer, I like the Blazer.
It was
I
a good
really
car.
like the original Blazer. And this.
You know who else liked the Blazer? OJ.
There's a Bronco.
Oh, Bronco. Fuck.
Bronco, not the Blazer.
Damn. Wasted joke. Anyway.
Well, I think this was the president said that of Chevy or GM, whoever the hell we're talking about here.
One of
GM.
them.
To ensure customers have a great experience with our vehicle, we are temporarily pausing the sale of the Blazer. Our team is working to quickly roll out some fixes so the owners can use their car. They apologize.
We fucked up.
Right. Well, how about something new? We got something broken, now something new. Well, we'll say it's kind of new. I mean, it's kind of the same platform under there.
It still kind of resembles the original.
It is the ZDX 2024 ZDX. Yeah. It should be out early 2024. Their first all-electric vehicle. Performance, it'll have the regular ZDX and the S-Type version. You can reserve one now with a $1,000 refundable fee as of this recording.
I really hope this doesn't go the way of the original ZDX and that a whole bunch of people love it and don't buy it and then bitch about it not being there like the fucking 300. Well, what the fuck? I like that car. Why didn't you buy it? Well, you know, I
know multiple people who drive 300s. I see them everywhere.
And I know a bunch of people, when they have the people that own ZDXs, the originals, they hold on to them and they love them because it's that versatile vehicle that you need. It's it's that crossover SUV meets sport sedan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it has that performance brand of Acura. So I only hope that there's the electric platform on this.
I think they might
steps
have
up to that.
Let's hope they did something with it to work out some of those gremlins that are in the other ones. Mm. You'll have a rear-wheel drive and an all-wheel drive powertrain. Our WD starts at 60. The S-Type, which is all-wheel drive, is at 70. Mm-hmm. Dual motor set up. All-wheel drive powertrain for the S-Type, equipped with 102 kilowatt-hour battery. Range will vary from 288 miles with the S-Type and 325 miles with the rear-wheel drive.
So
version,
already
which is the
better
base.
than the Fiat.
Yeah, and it's an SUV, so like,
Already still better than the Fiat.
yeah.
It's like fucking $60,000 to $70,000 fucking dollars. But if you're an Acura fan and you want an EV, and it'll fit.
They say that the base version will replenish 81 miles of charge in 10 minutes.
Wow,
So,
that's impressive. I mean, we bitch about the charging times.
so
Pretty good.
If you buy one right out of the gate, you're gonna have to change charging ports at some point. They're gonna go with the CCS1 charger, but they're gonna change, like the rest of the industry, to the standard Tesla charging cable.
Well, there's also a
Port.
point here to be
Charging
made.
port.
Not that I want the sales of the ZDX to be stifled in any way, because Acura is like Nintendo. They will fucking drop this thing in a fucking the blink of an eye. But like, don't even talk about it. Like, but with the ZDX, I hope that I hope it has that good following. But when you have a new platform, especially like this, there's a lot of problems that come out with it. So you may want to wait.
We know there's going to be problems. They all have the same
You may want to wait until you get that
GM.
Tesla charge port. A lot of the problems will be worked out. The recalls have been done. TSPs.
I wouldn't buy
buy it then.
I wouldn't buy the first one, especially with its sister products.
Yeah, that's
now
what I'm saying.
Acura or Honda could have fixed saw what the Americans did wrong and fixed some of the problems.
No,
but
they didn't. But that's what I'm saying. Just along the
I think
lines
they
of what
just-
you're saying. Wait until the Tesla one comes out. That way, there's enough time that came out. All the problems have been fixed, and you got a really great car with 200 to 300. Like, hey, that's where you want. You know what I mean?
It'll be a little while before they will change over to the and it'll probably be complimentary. I would imagine. If it's not,
Just wait a bit.
storm out and scream and no, don't scream.
But that
and storm out.
blue color right there. Oh my god,
It's not
is that
bad.
Great.
It's not a bad
They
blue for a
really-
lighter blue.
They know
it's
how
nice-
to do
it's a
blue
nice color.
over at Acura. They really do. They make gorgeous colors in blue and red. And I mean, especially with the ZDX, like we don't always get the concept or the car with the right color, but
Yeah.
I think this is the right color for this car.
Yeah, this is an excellent color.
It would look even better in black, though.
But next, we'll flash forward to the future of what Mazda has to offer. Mazda's got a bright future ahead of it. I'd like to think I'm going to have to renew my lease soon as well. The Mazda 3, conveniently enough, base models now receive blind spot monitoring on rear cross traffic alert and rear door alert.
Okay.
So I guess your doors could be open before?
Well, cross traffic and cross door, it'll let you know in those areas when there's a car there.
The higher trim levels get a bigger screen, the 10.3-inch infotainment screen, touch
Giggity.
screen, with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto Play, whatever it's called. A new carbon turbo trim comes with a standard all-wheel drive Zycon sand metallic paint and terracotta leather trimmed seats. Wow,
Okay.
they sound nice.
Terracotta trim seats, yeah.
It's also available in a hatchback.
They also come with Warriors.
It has the same upgrades coming for the hatchback as well. Nothing new for the American market for the MX-5, but the Japanese market, they generally get things first.
Yeah.
Japanese company.
Yeah.
They're going to get some changes to the exterior LED, the new paint. They're going to not use the same old paint. Wheel choices, asymmetrical slip differential, and an electric steering rack. I don't like the sound of that steering rack. Electric steering rack.
There's a bunch of electric steering racks out there. Even your car has one. So, I mean,
Well, no one can be perfect. Improved track stability control system, 8.8-inch infotainment, USB-C, and USB-C ports to replace the USB-A. You can now charge quicker.
With everything.
Absolutely.
Which is nice. I mean, that universal USB-C, and, it really does make things a lot easier, Apple. So I'm glad you got on board.
Yeah. Well, we're all going to want to get on board this next story. Well, you're gonna want to get on board if you have a 2000s Peugeot,
Okay.
because you could use a Game Boy to diagnose your car.
Why?
Because they do. They have a cartridge. You stick it in the Game Boy,
No, I get that.
see
but
it, and you can.
Why?
But it's just for Peugeots from the 2000s. Why not? What do you mean, why? It also works on Game Boy Color.
Oh. Yeah.
It's just an interface screen. I think this is fantastic. If you got a Peugeot, you could get your diagnostics done with your old Game Boy. Pull it out of the closet, dust it off, and plug it in. They have all the packages. A actual picture of the package below. It looks like it comes with a disc, a bunch of wires, and a thing to plug into a Game Boy. I don't know if the Game Boy comes.
They probably don't supply the Game Boy.
The system functions as a diagnostic tool for Peugeot, Suzuki, and Aprilia, which is, I've never heard of that brand. But
How many Nintendo Game Boys are still out there that you're offering this as a diagnostic tool instead of just making a diagnostic tool?
how many 2000s Peugeots are there still left?
I mean, not over here.
No, they don't sell them here. They never sold them here. But if it's interesting to me that you can diagnose it, because sometimes you need a special diagnostic tool that's quite expensive. This one's just a little boop.
No, hang on. I got a Game Boy. I think we can fix this. I mean, maybe.
And in the manual, it shows you can switch your car between standard and racing tune.
Okay.
Let's see what else.
All with your Game Boy.
Yes. With your Game Boy, you can diagnose your thing. Let's look at the next one because it's nice to look at. Here it is, the next Lamborghini that's as revolutionary as when they stopped making tractors. This is the Lamborghini sedan. Lamborghini Lizandor electric vehicle, also available with a V12.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part, I think. It looks like I don't think they show any interior photos, but you could. It's a you fit 4 people inside.
Okay.
It's got like a back seat for humans. See, look, there's room for like humans in the back. You don't have to like fold them in half and stick them in like your luggage that wouldn't fit. The other one, I mean, not that I had a Lamborghini.
Really? You didn't have one?
Yeah, no. This is their
Wow.
first
all learning
production
stuff.
electric car, 2x2, and it's characterized by its rather unconventional design. Sort of a crossover coupe station wagon look. I think it looks fantastic.
It looks great.
And 1,300 horsepower.
As it should be. Oh, it looks great. I got no problems with it. Looks good.
It's beautiful. It'll be great to see them on the road.
Yeah.
Fantastic. There's no other information. We just want to look at a Lamborghini for.
Why not?
It looks very exciting. I can't wait to see them in person. I hope they're as good looking in person as they are. Lamborghinis usually are.
Yeah, but now we're getting into the interior here. Nice futuristic style. Big ass center console. Like somebody went to Coruscant before they designed this.
Well, it's a Lamborghini. It's supposed to feel like a spaceship. It looks like a future spaceship.
Somebody played Starfield.
It's awesome. Good.
I like
I'm
that
glad.
screen right here in the.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the other
Screen
side.
in the center of the
Yeah.
dash. They got the screen there. A bunch of buttons on the front. Fantastic all over. I like the
It
red.
looks nice.
Oh, looks like you can change the accent lights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great.
Well, it's just little LEDs, so yeah.
And
you
they got-
should be. That's
oh,
nice.
and trunk space.
Mm.
Wow. Although, if you have the V12, that's where they're going to put the V12.
Wow, and you can
I
drop
would
those seats
imagine.
down. That's awesome. And a very nice steering wheel to boot.
A practical Lamborghini.
Oh, I love that start-stop button.
Big red button. Remember the red button, kid? Press the big red button. Boop. You can press that big red button
Okay.
to get us to the next story. We have a new Renault. Here it is. Renault 5. The Renault 5 did stop production in 1996. Originally debuted in 1972, but it's back. As 100% electric, Renault 5 E-Tech, first announced in 2021, it will be unveiled officially in February at the Geneva Motor Show for 25,000 euros, about $27,636. Will be assembled in Gameboy, France. I said that wrong. 100 kilowatt hour battery, 136 horsepower electric motor battery range up to 249 miles or 400 kilometers, which sounds like a lot, but it's just
So what you're saying is
250 miles.
it's still better than the Fiat.
yeah. I don't think
In
they
almost
like
every
that
way.
Fiat.
It's crazy how almost every single car we've had on this week is way better than that Fiat.
So they're gonna do a Super 5, which is probably just a faster electric version.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also going to do a turbo model down the road. How do you do a turbo for a battery car?
Mm.
There's nothing. There's nothing going on in there to
You just have a button that says turbo. Look.
I don't understand how you're going to have a turbo battery car, but
we're going turbo. Doodle is making this New Year's episode even better.
yes. Well, we can find it even better as we go back to the motherland of Romania.
The motherland.
Skoda. Dacia is coming. Dacia is working on a new vehicle, the Dacia C Neo. It'll debut 2026.
Free your mind.
This will be the first concept that we're going with here. These are all rendered images of the vehicle.
So not that
What it
Neo.
will look like with the new logo. I like those rims.
Yeah. Not a bad
multicolor
back end. Not a
rims.
bad back end. It is an SUV.
They are
so-
developing two new sizes of compact models, a crossover wagon and a fastback sedan. Both will debut in 2026. What we have now is a rendering of the Dacia C Neo.
Okay.
They're going to adopt a new design language from the Duster and the Bigster, so the
Klingon?
interior... No, Romanian.
Oh, right.
So the interior parts, the dash and all those interior bits will be pretty much the same. No redesigning needed there.
All right. Not bad. Not bad.
And I think they were the best-selling SUV of Eastern Europe or Europe, something like that. They are a reasonably priced car for.
It's a nice feather to have in your hat there, especially for coming from the motherland of Romania.
Absolutely.
Or Romanian for you new listeners.
Well, new listeners are going to stick around for these concepts that happen this year. I love concept cars. They're great. These are some of the concept cars that were presented to us this year. Renault's Twingo concept from 1993.
I'm sorry?
Twingo.
Okay.
Their
I heard you right.
Twingo concept. They redesigned the Twingo. Sabine Marsalis. They asked Sabine Marsalis to redesign and rethink think the electric Mini Twingo as it celebrates its 30th anniversary. And this is what they came up with.
It looks surprised to be alive.
Well, I'm surprised to see
I'm
it.
still alive!
Let's go see what Nebula's doing down the list. This one I really like. This is a 928 Porsche Nebula. Daniel Armisham has teamed up with Porsche once again to create a futuristic concept called the Nebula 928, inspired by the 1978 928, adding touches of early 2000s style.
Thanos would be jealous.
Not a bad car. It looks like a really nice redesigned
Yeah.
Porsche from the 70s.
Yeah, it looks like a, old school, just 70s fast car.
Yep.
Not bad.
Let's go see what Opel's doing. This is a concept from Opel. Experimental concept, an electric vehicle unveiled at the IAA Mobility event in Munich in 2023. Just this one backside concept, sort of like a cyberpunk. Those windows will not meet code.
You don't think you can shoot a crossbow at it?
I think if you drive through with those windows in Brookhaven, you will get pulled over. They will get their little meter out and
Maybe it's
put it on your little windows.
Maybe it's just the effect of. Oh, that looks illegal as fuck.
Yeah. Unless they change in the middle of driving. But concepts aside, it
That
also
looks
has-
illegal as fuck. I don't think you can drive that
looks-
at all.
it
There's
looks
not
like-
even any side view mirrors.
It looks like it also has your favorite concept of no door handles.
Yeah.
Well,
Where we're going, we won't need door handles.
we're not going to want to get in.
No.
Let's see what else there is.
You're trying to get out. Ah, there we go.
Oh, this one.
Looks a bit breezy.
This is the Neo Eden. It's a This is a self-driving car powered by AI.
Okay. It looks like it should be self-driving because you are
Skynet.
definitely laying down.
For Skynet to, and you're gonna have.
You're
bugs
laying
on
down
it.
in that car, like, all right, Skynet,
This is
drive me.
not this. I should tell you, this is not the most extreme concept we will be seeing.
Skynet, drive forward.
It'll be, it's winter here.
It looks
in
comfy.
Pennsylvania.
It looks comfy.
It looks really cold, and
It
like you'd be
does.
shoveling some snow out of that seat before you go sitting in it. Let's hope you got a garage, because this was part of a master's thesis at
All worth it for that Skynet joke.
Hakala some university
Sure.
somewhere that I can't pronounce.
Mm.
Hakalashim Fraporfrijum University.
Hochschul Porfisheim.
Porfisheim University.
Zhang Yonghu designed a concept car called Project Eden. There you go.
Inspired by artificial intelligence, self-driving cars.
It's like you set yourself up for failure when you put those big names in there.
I did. I set myself up for comedy right there. He envisioned a rollable globe between the seats, serving as Neo Eden's control, switching between driving and relax.
He doesn't believe in windshields, huh? Or roofs?
Guess not. Didn't have it in the budget for the thesis, I guess.
It's all in the self-driving. Like, look, let's get the self-driving. We'll get the roof and the windshield later. Everyone loves rat rods.
I'd love to see where he got the grant for a master's thesis to make a car. I want to make
Jesus
a
Christ.
car, okay?
You know what I mean? Wow, that's ambitious.
Well, let's go down and look at this next one. Here it is. You go back up a little bit. I don't think people... this is it. That's it. This is the concept. GAC Barchetta. It's this ultra flat, roofless, powered by batteries.
Okay.
GAC Design revealed their electric sports car concept, the GAC Barchetta, which is unique, has no roof, no windshield. The wheels are prominently featured.
It sounds delicious with a little bit of tomatoes, diced tomato.
Triangle steel bars
Cilantro.
on the sides. But I guess the seats fold out from this part up here.
Because you're going for ultra flat.
Yeah, ultra.
I'm glad some things stay.
It looks like it would be really easy to like transport a lot of them because you could fit two in the space of one car. Just stack them on top of them.
Yeah, but ultimately,
You'll need a special bracket.
nobody is buying that many of these.
It is a concept.
Nobody
Can you
would
imagine?
buy that many.
Can you imagine if this took off and everyone else
If that was the
driving
fucking
flat
idea
cars?
of the guy making this, but yeah, but look at this. You can stack two of these and look at the storage space. You can sell even more of them.
Yeah, nobody's buying them though.
But look at all the ones you can fit in the truck.
Let's go see what the Koreans are doing before the war that's inevitably going to,
Take them out.
well, trust me, we'll be participating whether we like it or not. But over in Korea, Hyundai has recreated the Pony Coupe. Hyundai Motor Company brought to life the Pony Coupe concept from the original 1974 design that never came true. So they made another concept. This one's not bad looking. I like the Porsche better.
No, thank you.
It's
No, thank you. It looks like somebody got drunk and figured they could make a DeLorean.
they based it on what it should have been in real life then.
Mm-hmm.
As a car from 19. Maybe they should have like
Mm-hmm.
updated it a little pizzazz.
This was my dad's car. Like, all right, okay, and
You know, we've invented the computer since then. Maybe we could design a car like we invented the computer.
like you at least heard of a wind tunnel.
The concept was unveiled in Vina Polina, Italy, where the original design was born.
Sure.
Let's hope we'll die.
Why
It's
not?
like a badly designed DeLorean with a big
You know
old
what it is?
ugly
No,
fat
it's
ass.
it's a DeLorean that wanted to have a little bit of that station wagon back end. You're like, nah, we'll just sloop the back end there. Got storage space.
And it looks like it has Smarties for wheels.
Yeah.
What's the next one? This is the Citroen Mia. We can move on.
All right. And the next one.
I will admit I don't like the Citroen Mia. This one. This one is a Toyota Land Cruiser,
Okay.
inspired by their space. Their work with the space.
Yeah, but this one
Rover.
looks good compared
Well,
to the
this
other
one-
ones.
but this one
Jesus
was meant
fucking Christ. It's
for,
not
like-
hard to look better than the other ones, but this
It
one
does look like a
these look good.
futuristic, Land Rover. Toyota Luna Cruiser, it's what it's called. It's celebrating the 50th anniversary of CALTY Design Research. Toyota's West Coast Design Studio unveiled the Baby Luna Cruiser electric concept.
I like how it has the airless tires here.
Yeah,
Which
they're
is-
really neat.
If you didn't know, that's what you were looking at. That's what it is. And I think everybody should be excited for airless tires in the future. My God.
They say it was inspired by the classic FJ40 Land Cruiser and the upcoming Luna Cruiser development by Jax and Toyota. That's, I think, the moon vehicle they've been working on.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks good. I like it.
It's fantastic. It's a little weird in the front, but I
Mhm.
like how weird it is.
Yeah.
It's like a quirky little thing that
Well,
we'll
just like-
probably never see.
Just like this in the background, it was a quirky car as well. It didn't look, like, oh, what is this? Are you trying to be a Jeep? But just like this, what are you trying to be? It's its own thing, and that kind of lends to the style of the car.
Let's see what Nissan's got rolling. This, I like this one. This is the Nissan electric hatchback. Nissan introduced the concept in 2020 to 2023, so they've been working on this one a while. Compact 3-door electric hatchback with streamlined features, including deep skirts for aerodynamics, brake cooling vents, a flat nose design, holstering semi-ring headlights, as you see.
Yeah.
I think it looks great.
It's an interesting design, and I like the doors. I like the headlights, especially with.
I like those fenders.
It's a small-looking car, but it also has a lot going on for it, especially with the fender flares and that front grille. Like, there's a lot going on with this car.
It looks
really
like it should be
desired.
very fast.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be a bitch if its top speed was 60? My mom says I look fast.
Yes, you do look fast, and you look very fast in this next one. This is our last one. This one is our last one. This one kind of reminded me. Get out of the way.
I can fly.
Remember those in the 90s? They had the concept of the flying car.
Yeah.
I had this when I was a kid. I had a book of like future cars. It was one in there, and the selling feature was Michael Jackson pre-ordered one. It never came out, I think.
It's just so we can get to the little boys.
I don't think that was.
Come on in. We're going on a helicopter ride.
Aptera Motors envisions a future of electric vehicles with road-legal spaceships. Kind of looks like a spaceship.
We're all hoping for a lot of legal
Their
things.
solar-powered car,
Mhm.
Aptera Launched Edition, was brought out to test their vision
Yeah, but here's the
of a
thing.
spaceship-looking vehicle with lightweight carbon fiber body. Or
Here's the
carbon
thing.
body.
Anything solar power with a car, you could coat that entire car with solar panels, and it would never be enough
It's not a
to
very.
give you any kind of real sustainable energy.
It's not a very big car, but the concept. Everyone's going to want that concept of the
It looks great.
perpetually sustaining car.
Mm-hmm.
You just park it in a bright area, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Eventually, I would imagine you could be good to go.
People love
Put the
perpetual
solar
motors.
panels there, probably on the front. Probably goes all the way up and up the back.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Even if you coated everything, every surface point, it's not
It's probably
gonna
not.
give you enough.
It probably doesn't have a very big battery, so it probably wouldn't take very long to charge. Probably doesn't go very far for a concept car.
I mean, if your goal is going 2 feet and leaving it in the salt flats, then I think you got a good.
I think
guy.
you're really underestimating the power of solar panels for a car that Europeans think, 100 miles is good.
I just.
You're probably still going to have
heard
a charging
from a
port
lot
and
more
all
intelligent
that, so.
people from me that solar panels on cars like
Look,
Elon
they're
is
not-
not feasible.
Well, yes, but they're trying, and it's a concept car. And by the time they come out with the car, they're not even a car company; they're a design company. So
Design is great.
like
You aced the
it was the Dacia we just looked at. It's 2026, and they have a design. They have the plans. They don't have this is still concept. So,
A lot of hopes and dreams.
and you can find all your hopes and dreams over on our internet pages.
Hop on over here to facebook.com/Lugnutz podcast, where you're gonna find, well, not us. I mean, we're not gonna search our own shit. That would be dumb. But you're gonna find all of the latest and greatest Lugnut content right here on the page. You want to type in your search bar, pjandwh.com. That's where you're gonna find all of the great Purge Hangers and Wall Hangers content coming to you. And, of course, it does not matter if you drive a Dacia or a concept car because nothing rolls without Lugnutz. We'll see you next week, gang. Until then, drive on! One park? That's it? For the end of the year, one park.
He jumped on your lap for the podcast. What do you want? That's it.
Some sparklers and fireworks, maybe.
He's a dog. He has no thumbs. How would he do that? Oh, Volkswagen, Porsche, and Audi have finally agreed to adopt the Tesla charging cable.
All right.
Plug thing.
There we go. It's going to be a great year.
Sure.
They have work to do, but, that's their problem, not ours, and we want to see you next year, gang. Until then, drive on!
Play on my hangers.